Hi everyone, my name is Jay and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk about finally going all in, for real this time. When I talk about going all in, I mean on our goals, I mean on our vision, I mean finally putting in the work consistently so that we can actually see results this year. And for a lot of us, the reason why we're not able to be consistent is because we're in our own way. Quick disclaimer, I'm on this journey with you, so this video is for me as much as it is for you. So being on this journey, I've not mastered this. This is something that I'm currently working on and I want to share the journey with you. This is your sign. This is your sign to finally go all in because you owe it to yourself. With commitment comes doing the work and putting in our very best effort consistently, even when we don't feel like it. A lot of us are fully aware that we're sitting on dreams, we're sitting on our talents, we're sitting on our gifts, and we think about it day in and day out, but not really putting the output needed in order to see the results. We're getting in our own way to the point where we're not fully giving ourselves the chance to really commit. We're not giving ourselves the chance to get better at our crafts. You know, my mom said this to me quite a few years ago, that I'm in my own way. And I always thought that I knew what that meant. But it's not until recently that I really started to think about it. I really started to wonder what is going on. I have the knowledge, I have my goals listed out, I've got my plan written down, but I'm still not doing what I know I should be doing. And to the point where I'm thinking, what is wrong with me? And the truth is, there is nothing wrong with me. And if you've been asking yourself that question too, there is nothing wrong with you. God says that you are a masterpiece. He says that you are a work of art. He has already equipped you to do good works. At this point, the only thing that is stopping us is us. We have to think about, okay, how am I holding myself back? How am I getting in my own way? And the only way to do that is for us to, get to the nitty-gritty of what is truly holding us back. Honestly, I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. Some of us have been going round and round in a circle for weeks, months, and even years, like myself. It's because I'm still holding on to fear. I'm still being double-minded, being doubtful, like, am I really supposed to be doing this? Because I don't feel confident to be able to do it, or I feel like I'm not confident enough, or just purely because I'm not enough. We find that we're consistent for a few days putting in the work, and then we find that we fall off and we're inconsistent for 2 weeks, and it's harder to get back up, and we're getting frustrated with ourselves to the point where we don't feel like trying again, or we know that when we try again, we're already expecting ourselves to fail because that's what we're used to. Okay, what if we had the mindset that our success is inevitable? What about if we had the mindset that we are going to succeed, but we have to get rid of the old beliefs and welcome in the new beliefs? The thought of being in the same place, writing the same goals next year in 2025, no. For the last few days, I've really been thinking that I am still operating from a place of fear on a daily basis. To get out of our own way, you are worthy. You are worthy of becoming the best version of yourself. You are worthy of manifesting your dreams and creating your dream life. And trust what is already inside you. I think the reason why we are in our own way is because we're scared of our own gifts. We're doubtful about our gifts. Like, does God really want me to use this? Am I really good enough? And we continue to question, and that of course is going to put us in a stop, because we're motivated when we're inspired, but as soon as we get to work and maybe one day it feels like it's not working out and we're frustrated, we're like, yeah, I'm not good enough, and what is the point? This isn't for me. But something I heard a few weeks ago is that action creates confidence. For a long time, I had the mentality that when I feel confident, then I can take action. But actually, that's holding us back, because the more we do something, the better we get at it. Therefore, the more we're confident in our own abilities. So a lot of us are self-sabotaging that growth because we have a fixed growth mindset that this is something I can't get better at. If this is a gift, then it should come easily, then it should be, you know, I shouldn't have hard days and things like that. And that's why it's important to be consistent. We're going to be able to grow that confidence in what we're doing and being courageous first. When we're doing something new, where we're trying to get better at something, our confidence might not be all the way there. We should be confident that our success is guaranteed, and that if we stick to it, if we're consistent, if we keep our eyes on the prize, then we will become more confident. At first, all we need to be is courageous. All we need to do is be courageous enough to start and courageous enough to keep seeing it through. And the confidence will come later. It is a fight. The flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. And I think that's why it's so important for us to fully be dependent on God for his strength, for his power, his wisdom, his creativity, because we can't do it on our own. At the end of the day, it's time for us to bet on ourselves. You were put on this earth with talents, with gifts, with abilities, with a unique personality, not just for you, for others as well. When we cultivate our gifts and when we become masters at our craft, we're able to bless other people. In fact, we're able to bless people now. You know, don't be your own worst enemy. We want to see change. We want to see development in ourselves. We want to see fruit this year. The sooner we start, the sooner we get in motion, the sooner that we will reap. Faith without works is dead. When we have big dreams, big goals, big aspirations, we also need to be able to meet God halfway and put in that work. There are literally no obstacles in front of you. But the truth is, we are in our own way. The way we think about ourselves, the way we talk about ourselves, the beliefs that we have, the limiting beliefs that we have, the unbelief, the doubt, all these things are holding us back. These are really the barriers and the obstacles that are in front of us when it comes to actually going all in. And I would say this is your sign to try again. This is your sign to try again, because I know a lot of us feel defeated. Give yourself the chance to actually be consistent. I think when we're going all in and when we want to really put in the work for our goals, it requires more of us than we realize. We almost have to be that future self that we want to be now. So that person who has fulfilled those goals, that is the person that we need to be right now. And if we keep stopping and starting, if we're not consistent, then we're not really giving ourselves the chance to grow, to develop, to, you know, produce fruit and see the works of our labor. A lot of us know what we want to do. We've written down the goals, we've written down the plan, we know the habits we need to implement, we know exactly what we need to do, but these things in our mind are ultimately what is holding us back. You know, it's a journey, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. And I think this YouTube channel is really about the journey and creating a community around all of us being on this journey of going all in on our dreams. The truth is, life is too short and we are wasting so much time doubting, being in fear, when God already said that he's not giving us a spirit of fear, that he's given us a spirit of power, love and self-discipline. We're still being doubtful when we already know, like, God doesn't make any mistakes, that God has given me these gifts and talents for a reason. So we already have the knowledge, but this is a season of applying that knowledge, and applied knowledge is wisdom. And honestly, when it comes to getting out of our own way, that is a process and a journey in itself. Maybe this is a time where you, in your quiet time, where you really start to write down, even maybe talk about it with a friend, with God, what is holding you back, how you're getting in your own way, so that we can actually strategize and have the tools to fight. And remember, we've got God. Like, God is with you. I know a lot of us feel not confident, and that confidence is going to come as we put in the time and take action on our goals, but also we need to be confident in God. And going all in doesn't mean that you have to give 100% every day. We're not always going to have 100% to give. It's about showing up with what we have. It means showing up and giving the 10% that we have, or the 35% that we have for that day. Pushing past the discomfort, us pushing past the uncomfortable in order to get to the other side, in order to grow. And at the end of the day, God is more concerned about the person that we are becoming in that process. In order to follow our dreams, it requires us to grow as people. It requires us to become the best version of ourselves. And at the end of the day, that is a lifelong journey. I don't know how much time I have on this earth, and I don't want to look back and see that I had all this time but I was just in my own way and in my own head, that I didn't pursue the dreams that I've had in my heart since I was young, or the new dreams that have now, you know, come up, like starting this YouTube channel. Even starting this YouTube channel, I was making excuses about why I couldn't start. Oh, I need this equipment. Oh, I need this camera. Oh, I need this tripod. And then once I had those things, I still wasn't getting on camera. I still wasn't filming videos. And I realized that it wasn't to do with the equipment that I had. It was to do with the things in my mind that were blocking me from actually taking action. Things like the fear of being seen and feeling uncomfortable on camera, having to look at myself, having to be uncertain about how is this actually going to go. But operating from a place of faith means starting how I am with what I have. This video is not going to be my best video, and that I'm going to get better in the process. I'm going to get more comfortable speaking on camera, and I want to help other people while I'm on the journey, not once I've got there. You owe it to yourself, you owe it to the people around you, you owe it to God to put in your very best effort and work on your dreams, work on that vision. You are chosen. You were given the gifts and the talents that you were given for a reason. And ultimately, it's not just for ourselves, it's to bless others. Someone needs what you have. Someone needs what you carry inside you. You owe it to yourself. God is with us. If we tap into that power source, we will be unstoppable.